What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Miss J, and I'm always holding down in South Atlanta and Juicy Pop. But today we are being joined by a very special guest. He is an actor. You probably have seen him on Insecure. He's also been on NCIS. But today we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about the second season of Grand Crew. Aaron Jennings, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
No problem. It's a pleasure to sit down with you. Like I just mentioned, you played Khalil on Insecure. You've also played Seth on NCIS. But today we're talking about Anthony on Grand Crew season 2.
For sure.
Now, for somebody who hasn't watched Grand Crew, I have watched the first season, which I love it. It's very relatable. Okay.
Cool.
I love it. I'm so happy that y'all are coming back for season 2. But for someone who hasn't watched Grand Crew, tell them about this show a little bit, please.
Yeah, sure. So Grand Crew is a half-hour sitcom on NBC, and it features an all-Black cast, which you don't generally see on network television. So we're very proud of that fact. It's also created and showrun by a Black creator by the name of Phil Jackson. And essentially, the show just centers around this group of friends, 6 group of friends, who meet at a wine bar to sort of unpack their lives. Discuss everything from their love lives to work life and everything in between. And it's a comedy, so there's a lot of laughs, but I think we do a good job of balancing out some heartfelt moments as well. And we definitely balanced that a lot in the second season.
And I think one thing that I like about it is very relatable, especially for somebody like myself who's in their 30s trying to figure life out, like you said, with dating, career, like literally everyday issues. You can relate to it and y'all talk about it on the show. And I think that's what keeps me coming back and watching it personally. So if y'all haven't checked it out, y'all definitely need to check it out. But let's dig a little bit deeper into Anthony, your character. Anthony, he's one of them people, he kind of knows what he wants. He's very straightforward with it. He might be a little bougie. Look.
Well, I don't know about bougie, you know what I mean? He has his taste levels are high. We'll say that.
There you go. And he's also a little frugal sometimes.
He can be.
But what do you like about playing Anthony?
Anthony, for me, I think what's so fun about him is he's very particular, like you said, about his whole life. He's very driven, he's very ambitious, he knows what he wants. And I admire that in him. He's a man who knows what he's after, is very driven, and isn't afraid to go out there and get what he wants, And also on the flip side of that, I think, it's fun to play him for me because I'm a bit more free in my life, but Anthony can be a little rigid. And that's fun to always play because he's kind of got this OCD in him at times that comes out, and just a very particular nature that I don't lean into in my everyday life, but I get to lean into when I'm inhabiting Anthony. So I'd say, yeah, that's something that pops out for me.
Okay, and he's also a vegan.
He is, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Are you a vegan?
I'm not a vegan, no, but I do occasionally, like I would say out of the week, I might eat 4 of my meals might be vegan.
Okay.
So, I dabble here and there.
I was gonna say, so you dip and dabble in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you drink kombucha? Because he don't play about his kombucha either.
Don't play with my man's kombucha, Sherm. Quit playing with my kombucha. Shout out to Carl Tart who plays Sherm, by the way. I do drink kombucha on occasion. It has those good probiotics, but I'm not huge into them like Anthony is. I like my smoothies and I like my juices. I'm born and raised in LA, so all those typical LA things that y'all think of us out there, I kind of tend to do that. My avocados, I like my avocados. I like my juices. I like my smoothies and so on and so forth.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you adapted to some of his likings, taking it from your character and applied it to your real life. I'm not even mad at you for it.
Right. Healthy habits. They're healthy habits,
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Someone can't even be mad at you. All right, so you did mention how all of you and your friends, y'all always meet up at a wine bar. Were you into wine before you started playing the role of Anthony?
No, I wasn't. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was not into wine at all. I was more of a whiskey guy myself, bourbon. But when I started the show, we would actually meet at a wine bar. So we actually have a wine bar. So this show is based on an actual wine bar that Phil Jackson and his friends frequent. And so when I was cast as Anthony, I think one of the first times I met up with Phil and the rest of the cast was at this bar in LA that we go to now, and it's a wine bar, much like the show. And so going to that bar has definitely gotten me into wines. And now I'm actually looking at my bar right now. I have a bar in my home, and whereas it used to be mostly like, spirits, the top shelf is all wines now. You know what I mean? All of, like, seriously. So yeah, I'm getting more and more into wine. And, as I get older too, I feel like I just can't bounce back
Your palate changes.
Yeah.
It has to mature a little bit more.
Yeah, it has to mature a little bit more. It's wine you tend to drink a little slower and everything. So, that fits my lifestyle, my age right now for where I'm at. So, I'm so glad that I was introduced to wine because, I've definitely delved deeply into that world a little bit.
Do you have a preference for red or white wine?
Definitely red.
Okay.
I'm a Cabernet.
I was gonna say Cab.
Yeah, for sure. Malbec, Syrah. Okay. And then I like this Lambrusco. It's from northern Italy, but it's like a sparkling red. So during the summer, I was really on that a lot.
Oh, that actually sounds good.
Yeah. Check that out, Lambrusco. Yeah.
I was gonna say I might have to check that out myself.
For sure.
Right. So you touched on this a little bit in the introduction. How does it feel to really be a part of an all-Black cast that is on mainstream TV? Like, that's very rare that we see anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I'm sure you did as well, but I grew up on the likes of, Martin, Jamie Foxx show, Wayne's Brothers.
Absolutely.
So many, right? I mean, I think the 90s, early 2000s were big on these all Black sitcoms. And so to sort of follow in their footsteps it's a dream come true. You know what I mean? It's a pleasure to hopefully when it's all said and done, get mentioned in the same breath as them. That would be nice. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's just, we're very lucky to go to work every day, and we love what we do. We love the product that we're putting out or the stories that we're telling, and to do it with people that look like you, it just makes it all the better. You know what I mean? So, and hopefully the audience feels that love, feels that connection, and they respond to it.
Yeah, I definitely saw the picture that you guys posted and videos when you guys first revealed the billboard down in LA, once you guys got the new season. And I was like, that is just inspiring. You know what I mean? Like, to see that happening and it's like I said, it's very rare, especially to come back for a second season. So kudos. I'm sorry, I can't talk.
Hey,
kudos to y'all for coming back. Kudos, everything.
For
getting back for season 2. I'm excited for it. All right.
Appreciate you.
So we have Garrett Morris. Yeah. He is narrating. How did it feel for the first season to have him? Like, he's a legend. How did it feel to work with him?
I mean, come on. I mean, I just wanted to be sure to give him his flowers, you know what I mean? While he's here. I mean, he, like you said, he's a legend in the game, a trailblazer. So just to share the same air as him was a dream come true. It was just such a pleasure. And I think we all just wanted him to feel right at home. And we're so thankful and grateful for him to lend his talents and his time. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't say enough about it, but just so grateful to him, just so grateful to him.
All right. So what can viewers expect from Anthony on season 2?
Without giving too much away, I would say this season, if you've watched the first season, you know that, like we've sort of talked about, in the first season, we learned that Anthony, I mean, his first love is probably his work, right? And I think we'll see that sort of get challenged this season, see what comes from that. I think he's going to evolve in that a little bit, and perhaps, who knows, he'll sort of lean into a love life of some sort, maybe.
Oh, really?
Well, who knows? You know what I mean?
We'll see.
Who knows? We'll
see.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes for him. But yeah, it's a really fun season. And like I said earlier, there's so many laughs. I think we're all very proud of the season, because I find that we're, as a group, finding our stride, and we had 10 episodes the first season. Now we have another 10 on top of that. And I feel like we're really kind of catching our groove a little bit. So we're really excited for the audience to rock with us this season. We're very proud of what we've done. So that's all I'll say. I don't want to give too much away, because I'll have NBC calling me right as we hang up. But yeah. But stay tuned. You know what I mean? We'll be there March 3rd at 8:30. So please tune in.
Okay. All righty. So you also play Dr. Malik on Pure Genius, which is the complete opposite from Anthony.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, like, how do you prepare yourself to switch from one role and one character to the next?
Yeah. I think characters stories sort of speak to me, and I have different ways of inhabiting characters or tapping into characters. Um, I do tend to journal a lot, you know what I mean? So journal as a
Okay.
character. And that usually helps me tap into the psyche, and for me to sort of create a world, beyond the words, so to speak. Um, but yeah, I think, when you first read a script, when I first read a script, generally I'm left with some sort of impression, or there might be something that might clue me in. Sometimes it's a voice that I hear, or other times it's a particular relationship, and I might be able to draw that to a relationship of my own, you know what I mean? And
Right.
just sort of start from there. But the way in is always different. Yeah, it's
Okay.
always
All
different.
right. All righty.
Yeah.
Well, you've added a writer to your resume now. Is that right?
I mean, I am writing something. So,
Okay.
yes, I am writing. I am currently writing, and we'll see where
And a
that takes me.
director, are
Yes,
you
directing is
directing as well?
yes, directing. So I went to in Chicago. You said you were from Chicago, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, so I went to undergraduate in Chicago. I went to Columbia College Chicago. Shout out to
Okay.
Columbia College Chicago.
Shout out
Oh, I didn't
Columbia.
finish though. I didn't graduate. But when I was
That's
there,
okay.
yeah, don't be mad at me.
You're doing
But
big things now, so that's all that matters.
but while I was there, I did study directing and film. So that is something that I very much want to do. There's a few directors that are sort of like mentors of mine. I'm going to start with the shadowing, and that's definitely in the near future for me. Hopefully, I'll be able to, if we come back for a third season, and do some shadowing on Grand Crew, and maybe one day even direct an episode. We'll see.
And y'all coming back for season 3.
There you go.
I'm
I
putting it
like it.
out
I
there.
like it.
It's funny,
Hey,
okay?
from your lips to God's ears, I'm with it. I'm
There
with
we
it. I
go.
receive that. I receive that.
I'm telling everybody to watch it on March 3rd. All right. So when you aren't filming or doing
Uh-huh.
anything with acting or any of that, what are you doing in your downtime and your spare time?
Peloton.
Okay.
uh, just Peloton hikes. Wow, this sounds real LA. Hoop.
I was gonna say, all right,
Basketball.
Anthony, I mean Aaron.
Yeah, for sure. Art imitating life, life imitating art.
There you go.
Basketball. I love to go to basketball games too. Shout out to my Lakers. We're not doing too well right now, but it's
I
all
was gonna
good.
say, all right, Brian.
Hey, look.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it to you though.
So, we'll see how we come out of this All-Star break. It's all good. We can still make that play in. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We got Braun.
There you go.
Yeah, and then also like I love what I do. So generally I'm going to films or the theater or art galleries. I try to feed that side of myself as much as I possibly can as well. And then hanging out with friends and family. Yeah.
What else do you have coming up for 2023?
Well, I'm doing a few short films with some people that I love and respect, both as human beings and creatively. I don't want to necessarily say too much about those right now, but I'm also going to Cleveland for this Tri-C Film Academy. I'm going to be helping out with that. They have a film intensive there, and they allow for the students to get an opportunity to work with people that are in the industry. So they get to crew with actual working professionals to give them an idea of what it would be like to be on a natural set. And I'm very, very happy and excited to be a part of that. And then, I was on A League of Their Own for their first season, which was on Amazon. I played Guy on that show, and we're hoping that we get a second season on that. And if so, then I'll be back for that.
Look at you getting all these second and third and fourth and fifth seasons.
Hey,
we see you, Aaron. We see you.
I'm trying. It's not me, it's him. But I appreciate it.
When it works, so somebody got to do the work in order for you to get there. So you doing your part. Obviously, you're doing something right.
Okay, I receive that.
Yes, there you go. All
Thank
right, and really quickly, tell our viewers and followers how they can follow you and keep up to date with everything that you have going on.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm on Instagram at Aaron Taylor Jennings. I'm also on Twitter, but I got to be real with you. I don't even know what my Twitter is because I'm very rarely on there. So just find me on Instagram, please, at Aaron Taylor Jennings. And right now, that's my main social media.
All righty. And y'all, please.
Please check out Grand Crew on March 3rd, 8:30 p.m. And then on the next day, we will be airing on Peacock. So get your Peacock and check us out on the next day. Please stream us. Please watch us live. Please do both or one or the other. But we appreciate the support either way.
Yes. Y'all don't want to miss this, because if you haven't caught up on season 1, you need to get caught up now. The show was funny. It's an all-black cast. It's well worth the watch. Tell your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your sisters, your friends, everybody.
Tell them all. Okay? Tell them all. Yeah.
Literally. To support our people, and this show is well worth the watch and your time. Aaron, thank you for your time.
No, thank
you.
For
all of your great talents that you are sharing with the world. We appreciate you. I wish you nothing but continued success. And we will be talking to you when season 3 comes out and everything else that you got coming up later on this year.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure and joy.
You are very welcome. And y'all, that is it for this episode of Miss J and the Able. Make sure you are following us on InStyle Atlanta on all social media platforms. Make sure you are following me, Miss J, MISS Jordan _radio, and Juicy Pop TV at Juicy Pop TV on all social media platforms as well. Thank you again, Aaron. I appreciate you, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
All righty. Have a good one.
All right. Take care.